Go live with my podcast, Arw Raw, on Apple and Spotify podcast, ARW space RAW. It's ARW Raw because I'm Amanda from West. Obviously, my initials are ARW. Let's get to podcasting. I'm really excited. I record in the Spotify for Podcasters app. I love this app. It is so great. It's one of my favorite apps to record podcasts in, and yeah, I really love doing my show. I'm looking through some of the top episodes. I've had so many great episodes on this show. I'm on season 2 right now. I don't upload to YouTube. I don't upload to anywhere else. Just Spotify and Apple, Amanda from West, and look up ARW Raw. And I'm just streaming it now for my Twitch and YouTube subscribers, just so that they can get a taste and get connected to my show, because obviously I don't stream live all the time due to the fact that I have a lot of guests who are international and all this type of stuff. So we record mostly online. So I don't like to do visual. I just like to do audio. But I'm thinking of streaming here more for my podcast. So I put on these gloves. I love these. So cute. I just got my lips and cheek filler done. Can you tell? And we're here in beautiful Aspen, Colorado. Woo, it's snowing right now. Check it out. We're here. So awesome. Such a great view of the mountain. I need a photo of that, actually. We're streaming from my other phone. I got 2 phones. I got a work phone. I got my regular phone. And if you don't already, make sure to follow me on Instagram, Amanda from West Official. This is my page. Go check it out. And we are going to start the show. This episode, so I usually record with guests, but this episode, I want to start easing everyone into season 3. We are all already on episode 97 of my podcast, so episode 47 out of 50 for season 2. So there might be some noise and stuff. We're outside. That's just FYI. That's an FYI for you guys. So yeah, I just got back from work at Aspen Vita Medi Spa. I work for my mom, who's Dr. Tina West, really famous celebrity dermatologist, and I live no makeup on. I just got a facial, just got lip injections, just got all this stuff done. Yeah, so feeling good. I got these clothes from Jocelyn, Bloomingdale's. Rings this is from Core Aspen, Chrome Hearts Aspen, and Bulgari. And gloves are from Jocelyn, Bloomingdale's. What else? Jacket from Aviator Nation. Check out the back. And then my top is from Arw, I think. And my sweaters from Juicy Couture. Pants from American Eagle, and bra is from Savage X Fenty. Okay, so let's start the episode. This is going to be about my experience with Playboy. My first solo episode, I think ever, which is really crazy. We're drinking some rosé. There's like a piece of snow on this. So far, there might be some noise in the background, just to let you know. Alright, so we're gonna record. All right. Hey guys, what's up? It's ARW Raw, and I'm here today for a very special episode. We are talking solo with just me about my Playboy career. I'm in Aspen right now. I'm actually twitching this episode just for fun, so make sure to subscribe to my Twitch, Amanda from West. Just go to twitch.com or Twitch app on your phone. And I'm thinking of streaming some episodes on there. As you know, I just do audio, Spotify, and Apple, but I'm thinking of live streaming episodes so you can ask questions and so you can do whatever needs to be done in regards to asking me what to talk about and what you want to hear about on my show. I like the live element of this, so here we go. And make sure to, if you're watching us on Twitch, like, subscribe, and comment, and YouTube, and give me some ideas for what to talk about next on the show. And we are trying out this format where I'm going to be interviewing guests, one episode, and then interviewing myself / answering fan questions another episode. So kind of alternating flip-flop for season 3. So we are just out here doing it. Let's get it. Oh my god, I'm literally in Aspen watching people walk down the street and take selfies. It's kind of funny. I never podcast outside usually because of the noise, but Aspen's a good town to do this in. So today we're here with me, Amanda from West, and this has been a highly requested topic. Everyone wants to know how I became a Playboy bunny, the first ever Jewish Playboy bunny. So I guess let's start from the beginning. When I was a kid, I always watched Girls Next Door. Girls Next Door is my show. I love Kendra, Holly, and Bridget. I loved Hef. I loved everything about the show. I loved Barbie, who I've actually met in Aspen. She's so nice, Barbie Benton. I literally loved everything about that show. It was the best. The pets, the Juicy Couture, the girls, the models, everything. I was like, oh my god, I would be a Playboy bunny so bad. But you know, my whole life it was always like, okay, like Playboy bunnies were always like size 0, like blonde or really petite, really big boobs, like that whole aesthetic. And I was always like, fuck, like I want to be a Playboy bunny so bad. Like I guess in another life or in my dream life, I'm gonna be a Playboy bunny. And I came to Aspen my whole life. Like I'm in Aspen now. And I always saw like beautiful Playboy bunnies, beautiful blonde women married to really old guys, like that type of situation. I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to see that for myself. So fast forward to when I'm 25. And this last summer, I was on vacation and I took a lot of really cute photos. And my boyfriend told me, oh my God, I heard they're accepting Playboy bunnies to Playboy. And I was like, no way. They're not just like out there looking for bunnies. Like the magazine's done. Like it's 2023, you know, the magazine's done. Like all of that like was the past, you know, like the last real cover stars was like Carmen Electra, Amanda Cerny, like Holly, obviously, like those people. So I was like, okay, like, you know, that era's kind of over. Like it's not the Anna Nicole Smith era, it's not the Pam Anderson era. Like I'm never gonna be a bunny, right? Like I have really high self-confidence and really nice body, as you know, which you can see on playboy.com/AmandaRunWest, of course. But you know, on top of that, I was always like, oh, like I'm this Jewish girl. They've never had a Jew in Playboy. They've never had someone curvier like me, size 8. You know, they've never had that in Playboy. So I was like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna even like talk to Playboy? Like how would I even convince Playboy to work with me, right? And my boyfriend's like, it's easy. Like look, they have this site like playboy.com, and you could become a bunny as an influencer. And I was like, what? So then, you know, I went to my Instagram. There's so much noise, guys. I'm literally in Aspen outside podcasting and drinking wine. So don't mind the noise. This is a fun episode. ASMR of Aspen. So, you know, like I'm there, right? Like I'm literally go to playboy.com and it was like apply to be a bunny. And I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck? So like I was like, oh, it's like OnlyFans type thing. Like they're like trying to work with models and like influencers and like get that whole audience on board, like kind of hop on the trend. So I was like, okay, like I could see how they want to work with me. And my boyfriend, I'm not gonna name this model, but he saw this like I guess you could say curvier model on Instagram who was a Playboy bunny, and he was like, okay, if this girl can be a Playboy bunny, you can be a Playboy bunny. And I was like, true, like I'm a 10 and she's like a 2, so I could be a Playboy bunny. No offense, but just, you know, by men's standards, like not women's standards, men's standards. So essentially I was on the application and just like fill out your name, fill out your social media, fill out your info, like get all your info down, like how like why do you want to be a bunny, like how did you find us, like why do you want to do this? And a few days go by, I hear nothing. So I get onto their site again and find the email address. So I contact the email address and I said, like, please, I'd love to be a bunny. Like, it's my dream in life. Like, I would love to do this. Like, this is like my goal in life, my passion in life, my biggest dream ever. I want to do it so bad. I want to be a bunny so bad. And then literally, I shit you not, like I just send that email every single day for 2 weeks. 2 weeks go by and I hear from the Recording Academy that I was just accepted to the Grammys. So I was like, oh my God, that's so exciting. So I totally forgot about Playboy. I was like focused on my rap stuff, focused on my podcast stuff, right? Like I was like, whatever, I'm gonna move on. Like they don't want me. And I get this email literally when I just started Leslie Kahn's acting class. Like I was focused on acting, music, podcasting, like all of that stuff. And then, you know, when you least expect it, it happened. Like they contacted me, they reached out to me and they were like, oh my gosh, like we want you to be a bunny. We are so obsessed with your page. Please sign up here and begin your bunny work today. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was totally floored. I showed the email first to my mom and dad and they were like, oh my God, that's so exciting. Like my parents are so proud of me. They're huge fans of Playboy. And my boyfriend was like, oh my God, like this is crazy, because he was the one who found the site and found that I should apply in the first place. So then I'm like, what do I do? What is this about? So I go on the site, I try to like learn it a bit, like navigate the site, like okay, like you post here, like you do the Instagram basically, and like you message with people, you send content, all this stuff. So I was like, okay, it's like a hybrid of like OnlyFans and Instagram. I don't do OnlyFans because I just want to do something more exclusive. So Playboy, it's invite only, you know, acceptance only. So I was like, I want to do it. Let's do it. And when I first understood from the site, I was like, oh, okay, like you have to bring your fans over here. It's not like OF where people just like come there, they have like porn or whatever. Like I'm straight up only a model. Like I don't do that type of stuff. Like I do sexy stuff, but like modeling. So from my point of view, right, I was like, how do I get people to this page? So that's when I opened my Reddit account and I started promoting on Reddit. I started promoting on my social media, promoting all over, like literally putting stickers up everywhere with my QR scanner. It says, so this Playboy bunny thinks she can rap. and I scan it right to my site, and I got a lot of people on there. So I was like, oh shit, let's ramp this up. So I contact Holly and Lauren from Playboy, and I was like, yo, like, I want to come into the HQ and do some content with you guys in there. And they don't just invite anyone to the headquarters for Playboy in Santa Monica. Like, you have to be someone to be invited. So they were like, we formally invite you to come to the headquarters. It was actually so surreal. Like, I went to the headquarters. They gifted me all this jewelry and merch and all this stuff. I got to meet the whole team. I got to meet some other really famous bunnies, including Scarlett. What's her last name? Scarlett something. I mean, there was a bunch of other people there, and we shot some content, and it was so fun. And I was like, wow, like, I could really do this. And that's when I started really, like, understanding the world of Playboy, like, the scope of Playboy. Like, it's not just, like, how it was in Girls Next Door, like, in the magazine. It's a totally different place. It's so accepting. The people there are so incredible. Holly and Lauren, who are, like, the... I think vice president of influencer marketing and vice president of the company, they are so welcoming. Like, they handle all my referrals, they handle all my money, they handle everything, all the events I go to, everything. And they were just so welcoming to me immediately. And I always thought, like, oh yeah, like, obviously, like, everyone wants to cash in on the curvy trend, right? Like, everyone wants to cash in on, like, the Jew trend. There's literally, like, a fucking snowmobile driving by. This is Aspen for you guys. It's a little too much for me. I'm just all over the place with this, but, like, I just truly felt welcomed by them. Like, I felt like, oh my god, like, this is a place for me. And that's why I began joining these bunny boot camp things. It was like these Zoom calls they used to do. I don't know if they do them anymore, because I'm not, like, a beginner anymore. I'm just, like, I just do my thing now, so now I understand what to do. But I went to these calls, right, where they're, like, explaining, oh, like, here's how you make your posts, like, here's how you do this stuff and that stuff. And that's how I found all the other people who came on as guests on this show. Now, I did... like, these random ass people talking in the middle of my show. No, okay, so essentially, people just walking by, losing my train of thought. Alright, this is why I podcast inside, usually with guests. My hair is all over the place, girl. Had a facial. Woo! Okay, so, there were a lot of people, though, I'm not gonna lie, who were really, really thirsty, like, bottom of the barrel. Like, I don't even know how they were part of this whole situation. With Playboy, they, like, begged me to come on the podcast. And you guys know I don't ever bring people onto the show who I don't want to bring on. So I was like, I guess I got a little hostility from people who were, like, smaller creators who didn't want me to succeed, and they, like, wanted to come on the show to, like, sabotage me. So, like, I don't pay attention to people like that. Like, I only pay attention to good people. And, like, a lot of the really good people have come on the show so far. Like, my friend Jolanka, if you've listened to her episode, and my friend Araya, like, a lot of really great people who are really, really incredible women and creators and models and workers, and I just love it. So I met all these people, like, through the interconnection through these video calls, and it really inspired me, because right when I started Playboy, like, when I got accepted in July, I started playing a shoot for August with my friend who's a photographer, and we shot at FD Photo Studios in downtown LA, and it was really good. But, like, as you know, I've lost 23 pounds since the pandemic. So I had only lost 10 pounds at that point. I had not started my thing where I go to the gym 4 hours a day, 4 times a week at Equinox. So I was, like, still feeling kind of insecure. So I did this shoot, and I was like, I don't feel the most secure, so I didn't want to shoot for a while, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't know. So at that point, I had, like, literally 2 subscribers. Like, I had, like, no one on my page. And it was like, I need to motivate myself. Like, I need to eat healthy, I need to work out, I need to sleep, I need to do all my stuff, I need to just kill it. I just need to kill it. And at this point, I was living in Hollywood. Like, I literally fucking hated living in Hollywood. It was so depressing. I lived there for 3 years. Like, I loved it, but I also hated it because it was depressing, because, like, you can't go outside because of all, like, the shootings and, like, the ghetto-ness and stuff, so it was really hard. And then, like, when I signed up for Equinox in 2021, that's when I really started losing weight. Like, started the progression of losing that weight, you know? But I digress. I was at the shoot, and I was like, oh, fuck, I just feel so overweight. So then I planned another shoot. I had lost 3 more pounds by then. I was feeling a lot better. And that's when I started working with my photographer, John Mint. I met him at FD Photo Studios. That first time I shot with another guy. And, you know, I was like, this guy really gets me. He really, like, knows my angles. He really knows how to make me look hot. And that's when our relationship began as photographer and model team. So that first shoot with him, I cosplayed Kuromi. This was, like, late August. And I was having a really, really fun time with him. And, like, it really taught me, like, okay, like, be confident in yourself. Like, make content for the fans, like make selfie content, make professional content, make silly videos, make fun stuff. And my subscribers kept rising. I'm making like thousands of dollars. So I was like, wow, like when I put the effort in, right? Like you see the effort and you make it happen, and you see the work and you do it, you really get something out of it. So at this point, I was already ramping up. I had so many loyal subscribers, so many incredible people. They were literally all about my Playboy. Like if you want to go check it out, playboy.com/AmandaRomeWest. I highly recommend you check it out. There's a free and paid version. Obviously the paid, you get more spicy stuff. And then the free, it's like more of like a preview and like my more safe for work content. But I just started feeling so confident shooting with Playboy. Like when I became a bunny, it was my dream, right? But I had this disconnect. I had like the dream and then the reality. And it was like the planning of the shoots, the editing of the photos, the recording, like and directing myself when I'm not shooting with John Mint. I try to shoot with him twice a month now, but like I'm shooting on my own stuff too, right? And shooting with my fiance Jordan helping me and all this stuff. So it's like I'm the director, the model, the editor, the photographer, the videographer, the fashion stylist, the hairstylist, the makeup artist, the marketing director, the social media manager, all in one, right? So it was like very like overwhelming. I was like, I don't know, just really a lot to take on. But I did go to USC Film and Business School, so I do know how to do that stuff. So I really had to convert my knowledge from Jordan and my production company, Watchlight Entertainment, to Playboy Ama West. So I kind of just took the mentality of like, if I wake up every day and there's more money, I'm gonna keep going, and I just keep working and keep making more and more money. I mean, one day I woke up and $6,500 was in my account, and I was like, literally from the last night, just from people buying my messages, and I was like, okay, like this is the job for me. Like this will secure the financial freedom for me to be able to do what I want in life and to be able to travel, like be able to go all over the world and do my things. And, like now I'm planning shoots in like Orlando and Miami and Mexico and Vegas and NorCal. I just have so many plans for myself. And for a long time, you know, like I've been big on Instagram, Amanda Rome West Official, and TikTok for a long time. You know, I have various accounts that get banned, but you know, I'm focusing. I know my boundaries now. I know the limits of these accounts. I know how to work all of it. I know how to promote. I know how to plug. I know how to do everything. And I just feel so confident and in such a good place right now. Like I feel so good. I feel so good. Like I just feel like really on top of my shit. Like I don't even know how else to describe it. Like I'm just having a really great time recording all my shows, doing all my things, continuing with all of my music, continuing with my modeling. And I'm at a really good place right now. Like I've done so many shoots, from my Shigo cosplay to my Kuromi cosplay, Sailor Moon cosplay, to Victoria's Secret lingerie, to Honey Birdette lingerie, Amazon lingerie, Shein lingerie, Dolls Kill outfits, love those, love Dolls Kill. So many different like things I have to buy and style, and you know, zhuzh and all the shit on top of that. And it's just been a really wild journey and really rewarding, and I'm really lucky for my subscribers. Like I hope that they find my page worth it. You know, I post new content every single day, and I love making spicy stuff. Like I love the Free the Nipple movement. I love feeling liberated and showing my body off, and like especially in the DMs, like you should feel liberated to post what you want of yourself, you know, put everything out there that you want to put out there and be yourself, because there's not enough women like that in the world. And it makes me really sick to see people like criticizing me to do Playboy, or being like, oh, you're like not skinny enough to do Playboy, or like, oh, you're so busted, you'll never be a model. Like so many people have so much shit to say like that, and like at the end of the day, it's like they can think that, but like all that matters is what I think of me. And like 99.999% of people are like, oh, you're so hot, like, oh, fuck you, you're so sexy. Like that's their reaction, right? But there's gonna be that 0.0001% of people who are mean. And what I've understood from that is like they're jealous, and maybe they're not jealous of how I look or like how I talk or how I come across. Maybe they're jealous of my confidence, like the inner peace and love that I have for myself. And it took me a long time to have that. Took me a long time. I'm really excited to do a lot more solo episodes on the show, because it's really like my diary, so to speak. Like there's so many things my fans ask me about that I want to talk about. Like Westies are always like, talk about this, talk about that, talk about this. It's like, oh my god, I need to. But like at the end of the day, like I have this whole life ahead of me. I'm only 25, only a quarter way through my life. Knock on wood, knock on glass. But literally, oh my god, the fucking look. Oh my god, if you guys are watching, the tractor thing is driving by. This is a funny episode. Like ASMR, anyone? Okay. So essentially, right, like, okay, let me erase this tripod. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stream on Twitch from now on this too, so check it out, Twitch, Amanda Rome West. And yeah, so like at the end of the day, it's like it's like this, right? It's like only you can have self-confidence for yourself. That's the only way to do it. And like so many people in my life bullied me. Like I went to all girls school, Holton Arms School, which was like the worst time of my whole life. Like so many people bullied me, told me KMS, if you know what I'm talking about, and like, you know, that type of stuff. And I went through so much. I always knew like I'm gonna move to LA. I'm gonna be a successful film producer, TV producer, model, rapper, actress, podcaster, creator, the list goes on. But I always had that like motivation. Like I always knew, okay, LA's there. I've been to Coachella. I know how LA and California is. I need to live there. That is my place to live in. So I always had that motivation, and I wasn't afraid to take a risk and to take that type of jump. So when I did move to California, I didn't let anybody stop me from doing what I want to do. I was just like, okay, look, like I'm gonna just do me. I'm gonna do me. So when Snapchat blew up, that's how I first got huge. Was I was one of the first verified people on Snapchat. I was making tons of money off of Snapcash, and I had my own show, and I was totally like in the top of the highlights list for everybody. So that really accelerated my career when I was in LA, and it really allowed me to gain a following and some traction on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, everything, Facebook. And that was in 2016, so like the TikTok really didn't come till like 2019 or so. Like that was like Musically for me and stuff like that. But regardless, besides the point, I built a following for myself, and that's how I'm at this point right now, because people kind of have the disconnect. Like I used to do social media coaching, right? And I had this one client who was super dumb. Like she was not at all equipped for coaching. Like she just did not do anything I said. She would follow my program, which is part of why I don't do coaching anymore, since I make so much from Playboy. The whole table's moving. When I first started Playboy, I was like, oh, I'll do coaching and help people. And this woman was like, I don't understand, like, how do you have 26K on Instagram? Like, I only have 1.2K. Like, I need to get huge. Like, I have nothing. And it's like, you think you can just, like, blow up overnight? You're literally stupid. Like, if you think you're just going to blow up overnight with no work, nothing, like, you just see Instagram and you think, oh, like, these people just take photos and videos and post them. And, like, that's how they make it big. It's like, no, like, you have to interact with people over many years. You have to gain real friendships, real fans, real followers, real family. It becomes like a really full-time job. So a lot of people don't understand that element of being a social media influencer. And I said to her, look, I don't think you're cut out for social media. And honestly, I just think you should delete your accounts, because if you can't put the effort in to post at least once a day on every platform, then you shouldn't be an influencer or be trying to be an influencer, because influencing is a full-time job, as I just said. You have to have new content, always be uploading things, putting things onto your hard drive, filming things, posting things to YouTube, posting to Twitch, podcasts, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. And that's just how it works. Like, you can't just pop out of nowhere and blow up. I mean, unless you're literally someone like Ava Louise or someone like Michaela Noguera, or someone like that. It's like all the real people have been online forever. Like, love them or hate them, they had to put in the work to be big. Like, you can't just wake up and be Alex Earl. Like, these people just had like an opportunity and they just took it. And like, most people aren't going to be in that position. Like, most people are going to be like me. You have to work so many years and do so many of these podcasts, do so much like, plastic surgery and like cosmetic procedures and like photo shoots and like spend all this money on clothes and like travel and like, like basically a crew of people to help you. And it's a whole job. And I think a lot of people underestimate that. And that's why I just work for myself now. Like, I quit all my social media clients and I quit all my other shit, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, if people don't want to do work, they won't do it. And you have to focus on yourself. And I was helping a lot of people from Playboy, but I realized, like, if I redirect this attention toward myself, I can make a lot more money, right? So I started making thousands. I was like, let's see, like, how can I redirect this and scale it up? So I really just connected to my fans, my OG fans, my Westies, my music Westies, my Instagram Westies, my Snapchat Westies, my TikTok Westies, like, all my people, right? And I just blasted my Playboy shit for, like, not that I don't, like, promote on social still, but, like, I literally sat down for a whole month and every day just, like, promoted, like, 10 times a day on each platform. And, like, it was just traction, kept going. And it took me to the point where I had people actually, like, actively searching on Instagram and Google, Amanda Rome West Playboy, Amanda Rome West Bunny, Amanda Rome West Playboy Bunny, Amanda Rome West Model, Amanda Rome West Content. So that's what really racked up my search algorithm, and so I can make tens of thousands of dollars. Like, it's nothing. And it just changed my life, because it's like, once you put in that effort to schedule at least 2 professional shoots a month, make your content by yourself always, constantly be going live on TikTok, constantly be going live on Twitch, constantly be promoting on social media, constantly be hustling, constantly doing anything you can to be successful, you'll make it. But the thing I decided was like, I'm not gonna really go to like do like, okay, so I don't know, I don't want this to come across really harsh for anyone listening who like is involved in Playboy or any, you know, Playboy events or stuff like that, but like I just kind of decided like I'm not really gonna do any group shoots or group events anymore, because it's all about the women bashing each other and hating on each other and comparing each other and measuring each other's waists and getting on the scale and stealing people's clothes. I just didn't like the energy of this group shoot I went to. And now my really good friend, who I'm not gonna name, planned the shoot, and she thought it was gonna be one thing, right? Totally other thing. It was like all these girls stealing each other's clothes. Like they brought a bunch of Playboy clothes because she secured like a collab with them, and some people stole all of it, and some of us didn't get much. There was a situation where someone took photos of someone else while they were nude and like kind of held them for ransom essentially. There were guys videoing me while I was with Jordan shooting my separate content, and it was just a mess. It's like I honestly prefer to focus on myself and my own success rather than worry about like what other people think, how I look next to other people, what other people do. Like we did a big group shoot and I was the only one who wore bunny ears. Everyone seemed like kind of jealous of me, and it was like, well, you should have planned ahead, you know what I mean? And someone was like, oh, can you take this off? It's like, no, like I'm the center of the photo. Like if you feel that you're the center of attention, you'll be the center of attention. If you feel that you're the boss, you'll be the boss. So that's kind of why I like took myself out of that whole equation. Like I left all the Instagram group chats for Playboy. I left a lot of like the engagement groups, just because like I'm trying to focus on myself, and like it's really hard when people are trying to compare me and bring me down, tear me down, jealousy. Again, like 99.999% of people are so nice, but there's that 0.0001 who are always jealous, mean, hateful, negative, you know, filled with spite, filled with negativity. I just can't relate. Like for me, like if I don't like someone, I don't say anything at all, right? Like even if someone fucks me over, I just silent. I just get rid of them, like throw them out to the trash and be done. There are other people who like they feel relevant by talking about me, and it kind of makes me sickened. Like I don't say excuse me, I just inhaled a snowflake. Drink some wine. Drink some Whispering Angel. Oh, I think I just died. Sorry, everyone listening. Oh my god, what is going on? No, literally though. Okay, I just inhaled a snowflake. It's snowing. I'm sitting outside. Why did I have this idea to do this podcast outside? We're gonna get to the fan Q&As that I wrote down here in a few minutes. But yeah, I mean, it just really sickened me how people treated me at some of the group chats and group events and group situations. So I'm deciding not to go to the CEO's party next week, birthday party. I love her so much, but I just can't handle the negativity of some of these people. There's no offense to any of the great people. I love all of my friends from Playboy. I have so many great friends, so many great people. I have so many people to shout out. Obviously, one of my best friends, Jolie Talanka. My friend Shots with Bree, who's incredible, and she does so much for me. My friend Araya. Who else? So many great people. Oh, Winter Kamado. There's so many people. Woodland Dancer, my friend Amanda. Just a lot of really great people. And really, if I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of great people. And my friend Val, who I interviewed on the show earlier, Val Back. Love her from Love Island. There's just so much to talk about with Playboy. Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I know I've been talking so long, but I don't even know where to start. It's this amazing world where like you can be yourself, and you can like wear a latex bunny costume, and you can dress as Shigo, and you can dress as a Victoria's Secret model, and you can dress in Doll's Kill and the big heels and the big wigs and kind of drag style makeup. Like, no one cares. Like, you can do what you want to do, and no one's gonna stop you. That's the reason I do Playboy, because yeah, you're gonna see my nipples, yeah, you're gonna see like my butt and stuff, and like my pussy and like my, you know, outfits and all my crazy stuff. And that's why I do it on there, because Instagram just bans, and same with TikTok, it just bans everything. And it's just like I have to be so buttoned up and careful there, and so like not myself, because of the way that like their algorithms work, right? I can't be myself and dress like my sexy self and do my own thing. So it kind of like, it's just like serendipitous that Playboy launched this year, or it launched technically in 2021, and I started in 2023. No, 2022. What am I talking about? Okay, so it started in 2021. I started summer of 2022. So I joined pretty early on, and now there's a lot of people joining who are just like, I don't want to say like not Playboy material because that really sounds like so like discriminatory, but like they just, you know, they're not like the top picks. They're like the second, third, fourth picks, choices, so to speak. Like if you're on a dodgeball team, like they're like the last one to get chosen. And like it's very interesting to watch because they clearly have a strategy, Playboy, on reaching people, and I know they're relaunching the digital magazine soon, which is exciting. And there's just so much to be done with Playboy, and there's a lot to come. And I'm just lucky because I have such a great fan base. I have so many great subscribers who pay me so much money. Like I'm really lucky, really blessed. I have made so many great friends, made so many amazing photo shoots happen, so much stuff, so many great videos. I honestly exclusively drop my music videos there and then later drop them on YouTube just because I want to give that exclusivity to my followers first and my subscribers on Playboy so that they can get a chance to see the content first because they're the best and they always see the limited edition or extended cut of things. I'm really gonna go inside, guys. It's getting so loud. All right, we're going inside. No, like I just love the concept of like the way that people can connect with me on Playboy. Okay, the audio is about to like change totally, so do not mind me. It's literally snowing. All right, so we're gonna get in the Q&A section in a minute, but essentially the main point I want to hit with you guys is like, it's like honestly your choice if you do Playboy. Like it's up to you. No one else can tell you what to do. It's no one else's choice, opinion, you know, prerogative to tell you what to do with Playboy. You're just lucky if you can just be yourself there and just gain a following and be honest with people. And I think that's the key that people need to do. We need more creators who are authentic and don't just try to like LARP and like simp off of other people's stuff. And that's part of why I'm talking about it on the podcast, because everyone wants to know like so many specific questions. So I'm gonna pull up this Q&A that I have on my phone. I put it in my notes app. Hold on. All right. There we go. All right, so I have it up now, the question list. And I can't wait to get to them. So let's begin. All right. First question is, how old were you when you started Playboy? I was 20. No, wait, this was the summer. Why did I say 25? I was 24 when I became a Playboy bunny. And that was this past summer. And it was probably the best day of my life when I found out I was becoming a bunny. And I'm so blessed for all the connections and friends and experiences I've had with Playboy so far. Like, it's been so overall positive. Like, there will always be people trying to bring you down. Always people trying to dull your sparkle. Always people trying to scam. Ignore those people. Just focus on you. Even if your money goes up and down day to day, you're going to be successful. So if this comes from someone, these are all anonymous from my Q&A on my Instagram. So I don't even like know who this is, but whoever's asking this, like, if you want to become a bunny, just apply and hustle and work hard. Like, even if you aren't their first choice, second choice, third choice, fourth choice, whatever, like, they will eventually get back to you and hopefully choose you. Like, if they feel that you're Playboy material and if you work really hard. And I think that that's the key, like, not worrying about what choice level you are, so to speak. Like, some days I'm on the trending page, some days I'm not. Some days I'm making tons of money, some days I'm not. Like, we all have to, like, realize that, like, sometimes you're not first choice, sometimes you're not even second choice, and sometimes you're just yourself, and that's what brings your inherent value. Like, maybe you're not looking like Marilyn Monroe or Anna Nicole, but you're you. You're Amanda Rome West. You're so-and-so. You're so-and-so. Just be yourself. And that's kind of the answer to that question. Okay, next question. How often do you get your nails done? So I get my Gel X nails done once every 3.5 weeks or so. And I just get regular pedicures, and I honestly, like, don't pay that much for it. I go to pretty good salons in Aspen and Malibu, where I live now. And where I travel a lot to Aspen and live in Malibu now, so I do a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty good rate. Not too bad. And I always have to have my nails done because I'm always making content, and nails really bring the look together, especially when you're shooting like such cool content. You don't want to have like these stubby short nails. So I like having my really long nails. I'm so tired. Oh my God. I had the longest day at work today at my mom's office. Being your social media director, it's hard. Let's get to the next question. I have like so many questions. I don't even know if we're gonna get through all of them, guys. Okay. Next question is, what's your favorite shoot so far? My favorite shoot so far has been probably my Shigo shoot. I can't wait to drop it. Hopefully next week. My photographer is working on it right now. Shout out to John Mint Chocolate Studios. I'm constantly working on new ideas with him. We want to do a Lara Croft cosplay. We want to do a BDSM Disco Rabbit cosplay. We want to do... I know it sounds really stupid, but we want to do like feet centric cosplay. Like, we just want to do so much. We have so many ideas of what we want to do and the type of stuff we want to make. So I'm just like really excited for everything to come. But yeah, so far Shigo, because growing up I loved Kim Possible. She was my favorite villain. Shigo was my favorite villain in history, and I loved Kim Possible. Like, I loved Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable and Shigo and Dr. Draken and Rufus and so many people in that show. But like, my icon was always Shigo, because like, dark hair bitch, and she looked like Shigo. She do, like Jack Harlow said. And I honestly, that brought me back to Shigo. I got the wig, I got the costume. It fit like a glove. Like, it was like boom, 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 like perfect curve hugging costume. Like, I felt so badass doing it. I felt so cool. Being one of my favorite characters, and that was probably my favorite. And like, I'd say a close second would be my Victoria's Secret shoot that I have coming up. It's not even happening yet. Like, it's not even scheduled yet, but like, we want to do a shoot in this photo studio that I rent out all sorts of places. Like, my subscribers allow me to make so much money that I can rent out places. So I'm renting out this room that has like pink stripes, Victoria's Secret themed, and it's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be gorgeous. I cannot wait to shoot in there, and I want to shoot with a ton of my Victoria's Secret lingerie and outfits, because like, it's Victoria's Secret themed like room. Like, it looks like the Victoria's Secret dressing rooms from the 2000s, which we all know and love. So that was amazing. All right, next question. It's so hard to choose favorite shoots though. I have so many. Go see all my shoots on playboy.com/AmandRWest. You're gonna love it. So okay, next we have, it's a weird question. Does your boyfriend subscribe to your Playboy? Yes, he does, because he supports me and he loves me. He also sends me random tips throughout the day because he just loves me. So that's really cool. And yeah, we're getting engaged soon. So I said like boyfriend, fiance, I don't know what to call it. Like, my man's, it's like really, you know. And he supports me. He subscribes. He comments every day. He likes. He sends tips. He tells me what to post. He really helps me a lot with my promotion and my my perception of how people, especially men, are perceiving my page. Now, I do love women on my page also. I've received a lot of interesting dick and pussy photos. I honestly prefer the pussy photos because I'm straight, but like, I know what's going on down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's too graphic, but there you go. I'd say, yeah, like, he's so supportive. Like, I'm so grateful to Jordan for supporting me, and like, I really get to live a great life because I'm not like so trapped in a relationship. Like, we have a closed relationship, but I'm allowed to like, just experience life and be like talking to people, doing stuff. Like, I would just feel like I'm part of a community and I'm part of like a group that vibes with me. So like, that's a really great benefit. All right, next question. I'll choose this one. All right, so have you lost any friends since doing Playboy? I have lost every single one of my best friends since doing Playboy. So cool, right? I'm not gonna name them obviously, but like, one person was my best friend since I was born, and she was just like so mad that I became a bunny because she gained 150 pounds in college, had a really unhealthy lifestyle, and was super jealous of me. And I was like, look, you could choose to lose weight and change your life too, but you don't want to. So, I only had to lose like 23 pounds. I in total, since I was heaviest, lost 33 pounds, which is crazy. Like, I feel so much better at the weight of 147, 148 than when I was like 180. I was so uncomfortable like being that heavy. And for me, that was my personal choice. But like, if someone's gonna be jealous of me for losing weight and being successful, I can't have them in my life. So I was like, look, if you're not gonna support me, like, just get out of my life. So that was the first person I lost. I lost her in like August this year. I lost my other best friend who I went to elementary school with. I'm just taking my socks off, y'all. Who I went to elementary school with 2 months ago, I'd say, because it just always like stems from Playboy. Like, she was like, oh, you think you're Playboy, so you're better than everyone. I was like, I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm just myself. And she was very jealous because I found out later that she applied to Playboy like 7 or 8 times and they rejected her every time. So it was like, I understand where you're coming from, but like, you should be happy for your friend. And the most hurtful thing she said to me was that anyone could be a Playboy bunny if they wanted to. And it's like, well, clearly not, because they don't just accept anybody. You have to be successful and a really good model to be part of Playboy. You can't just like be accepted. It's not just something that happens overnight. You have to work really hard to be a Playboy bunny. And then my third best friend. I had three best friends. I lost all three of them. I have a lot of friends. Don't worry. I have a lot of friends. But, you know, my three best friends, obviously, besides my future husband, like, he's my best friend in the world, my partner, my soulmate. I'm talking about friends, you know, my three friends. So those are my first two friends I lost. And the third friend I lost literally 2 weeks ago. It was really hard for me. My boyfriend and I picked up our engagement ring, and I sent him a photo. It's a 4-carat diamond ring, and I expected him to be like, oh my God, like, it's so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. Like, you're so successful. I'm so happy for you. But instead the reaction was, oh, it's tiny and shitty. And it's, like, really hard for me to wrap my head around it because he was my gay best friend since I started USC. And he was my best friend since 2016. So it's been, like, 7 years since then. So that makes me really upset. That he had to have so much jealousy over me. And he said, like, it makes me mad that you, like, spend all your time on Jordan and Playboy and, like, you're bullshit. And I was like, well, I mean, that's my life. Like, he's gonna be my husband. I live in LA. I have my own life. Like, you live in New Jersey. Like, I can't control your life. Like, you should get a boyfriend or whatever. And he was like, you just don't give me enough attention. And he just started lashing out at me. And I was just like, look, like, I can't have this in my life. Like, this is, like, just really, like, a full circle question. Because at the beginning when I was saying, of this episode, when I was saying, look, like, you can't care what people think. You literally can't care what people think. Because once you start caring what people think, you'll do whatever they want you to do. You'll say whatever they want you to say. You'll start acting really not yourself. And I never want to be like that. I want to only follow my heart. And anyone who's your true friend will support you. Even if you said, like, I'm going to become a dump truck driver. Even if I'm going to, like, become, like, a stripper. I'm going to become, like, a, you know, like, clown in the circus. Like, whatever, like, taboo job your friend is starting, like, you can't just, like, diss them or be jealous or whatever or have some sort of reaction. Like, you have to be there for your friends. Like, if anyone who's your friend doubts you or hates on you, they are literally a secret hater. They are not a friend. They want you to fail miserably. You know why? Because it was fun to be your friend when you weren't successful. It's fun to be your friend when it was, like, a little, you know, oh, like, Amanda's little, like, music videos on YouTube, or, like, Amanda's little her little, like, shows she does at the Viper Room and at the Troubadour, you know, her little, like, modeling career with doing merchandise and selling out, I guess, once, you know what I mean, like, just totally, like, minimizing everything you do. And it's like, boom, like, once I Playboy and, like, you know, got my body right and did all my shit and, like, bought nice jewelry, got my ring, got my place in Malibu, got all my stuff. It's like, whoa, like, we can't support you anymore. It's like, well, why can't you support me now when you could support me when I wasn't successful yet? That's my main question. It's like, why could you not support me once I was successful? That's the real question. And I think the answer to that is people can't bear to see someone who they felt like was on their level, so to speak, to start off with, going, you know, above and beyond that level and shooting up into the sky and being, like, that superstar. And I think that I've gained a lot of real friends through Playboy, like my fellow bunnies, a lot of whom I just mentioned, and a lot of people in the modeling, photography, art communities. You know, I'm really close friends with my friend who's a huge celebrity, Nikki Lipstick. I'm not afraid to say it on the podcast. She's coming on soon. I'm really excited. We're having an episode with her in 2 weeks. But, you know, like, a lot of people are afraid to talk about her because it's, like, controversial. It's like, I don't care, like, what you think of my friends. I don't care what you think of, like, celebrities I'm friends with, like, controversial, you know, popular, hated, whatever. People are people. So we gotta be friends with people who are real people. And I've gained a lot of, like, photographer friends, makeup artist friends, videographer friends, musician friends from the Grammys, you know, that type of stuff. And the real people who really also are in this industry. And one of my really close friends is actually a Real Housewife of Atlanta, and she was just at the office today. And, like, I don't really think that she was famous because of the show. She's just famous because she's a great person. Like, the show obviously helped her, but she was already successful as a model and influencer. But, like, as she told me, like, Amanda, people are gonna hate because they're jealous, and people are always gonna have that type of reaction to you because you are just out there doing it. You are out there going crazy, woo, 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 being yourself. So people are always gonna have some sort of bad reaction to that, right? Like, people are gonna be jealous and upset and have problems with that. So I guess there's the answer to your question. Have you lost friends? I've lost a lot of friends, but gained a lot of friends. All right, next question. Hopefully we have time. We have 20 minutes left of the show, so hopefully we have time. Next question. How was the Playboy store, and were you invited there? Yes and yes. It was great and yes. There's a Playboy pop-up in Century City Mall in Westfield Mall in LA. And I got invited to one of the launch events. It was really incredible. We got to get a bunch of merch, take photos, pose with the neon signs, get free jeans and hats. I bought some lingerie and some tops, but they really hooked me up, and it was really fun. I literally haven't even posted these videos yet. Like, I have so much content I haven't even posted yet. Like, I have to clean out my phone, delete a lot of stuff, export a lot of stuff. You know how it goes. But I want to drop this video because I wore this Playboy University sweater, and then I also wore like these really cute shiny like silver pants, and it's gonna be such a cute content. Like, I don't even know why I haven't posted it yet. Like, I'm just always so busy doing new stuff, doing content, doing everything. By the end of the day, like, I'm so sorry guys, this is such an unusual podcast for me. I'm never usually this tired. I'm like exhausted. No, but like the point of the story is like being invited to the store really motivated me because I was like, oh wow, there's so many cute clothes. So I did order a lot of stuff from Playboy online, and it was worth it. They have really good quality stuff. Like, I highly recommend it. And I'm about to shoot in a really cute tracksuit set, velour tracksuit set with rhinestones and like this really cute like Playboy lingerie that just says like Playboy, like it's almost like a step and repeat type pattern. Really cute. So I highly recommend shopping on Playboy.com, and I highly recommend subscribing to my page, Playboy.com/AmandaRow if you love big tits. So, and other things. And, you know, so yeah, the Playboy store is awesome. Yeah. I just need a sip of this wine. I'm like so tired, guys. I've not eaten in so long. Literally, so long. It's kind of crazy. I hope to order food later. I'm like itching my face because I just got filler. Don't judge. It's been a long day, guys. Okay, but I'm here. I'm here doing it. Committed to this podcast. All right. So, we have time for a few more questions. Let's see. All right, here's a good one. I'm just like scrolling through the list. Here's a good one. All right. Who's your favorite Playboy bunny from the past, and would you cosplay as them? I would definitely cosplay as Pam Anderson, and I have. For my Permanent Vacation album cover, I cosplayed Pam Anderson. I did a brow cover. It was so fun. I did it with my former makeup artist. We had a falling out, but she was good when I worked with her. She just had like a weird personality defect, like personality disorder or something. It was kind of funny working with her because like she was like, how are you gonna cosplay Pam Anderson? I was like, okay, like I'm gonna do the brow cover. I'm gonna have like a little brows, do the topless, do her look, that look she does, like, and you know, I did it, and I didn't even wear a blonde wig. Like, I was just like doing like a brunette version of her, but I need to do a blonde wig moment version of Pam Anderson. Like, I would literally love to do that, but I loved cosplaying her. I want to do it again. It was really fun. And in terms of other celebrities I love from Playboy, obviously Anna Nicole Smith, Carmen Electra. There's so many great ones. I can't even like decide. Like, oh my god. Those are my top two. Jenny McCarthy. There's so many. Like, it's hard to decide. Like, I can't decide like that, right? All right. So, okay, next question. What does it feel like being the first Jewish Playboy bunny? It feels incredible. I'm the first Jew Playboy bunny. I can't believe it. Like, why have they never had Jews? I don't know. I'm glad Playboy has changed and become more accepting of people and become more very involved with different communities, LGBTQ, different races, different genders, different sexualities. I love that. And being the first Jewish Playboy bunny, you know, being an Ashkenazi Jew, my family survived the Holocaust. For me to be here, be a Playboy bunny in the first place, like, I'm really grateful and really like astounded that I am the first one and that I am here to help create this legacy for Jews. You know, Jews have a really bad rap when it comes to like looks. Like, obviously I did have a nose job. I have had a lot of body modifications and a lot of self-confidence gains in the last few years, and I think that that's helped me a lot accept my Jewish identity and accept my faith and my experience being a Jew. But at the end of the day, like, Playboy just really reinforces, like, everyone is beautiful, and, like, there's so many different types of body types that are beautiful and so many different types of women who are beautiful, and we have to love those women, and we have to protect those women and support those women and honor those women. And I'm so grateful I'm one of those women that they want to support and connect with and put on this pedestal because, you know, I am the first Jewish Playboy bunny, and I'm one of those people who's all about breaking boundaries, breaking glass ceilings, you know, starting new things. And I think that a lot of people have a lot of hang-ups about fetishizing Jews. You know, I have no problem fetishizing Jews. I love guys who have a Jew fetish, like, or girls, anyone, You know, like, I love that type of reaction to me, and I think that, like, we need to stop just fetishizing, like, young girls and blonde girls and, like, Asian girls. Like, we need to fetishize so many different communities because so many people have so many different turn-ons and likes and dislikes, and it really has shown me that world through Playboy. All right, so I think we have time for one more question before I start wrapping up. I am so tired. I literally do not want to, like, disappoint with this podcast, but I'm just exhausted. I got, like, 2 hours of sleep last night. I was doing my taxes. Don't judge. I got a good tax return, though. I hopefully manifest it. All right, so last question. I'm going to choose my favorite one. All right. Why Playboy? It's a very vague but good question. I like that. I'm so sorry. Like, there was, like, 20 other questions I didn't get to. Like, 22 other questions I didn't get to. But you can ask me those on my Instagram DMs, Amanda Rome West Official. My DMs are always open. You can comment them below this video on YouTube when I upload it, or you can comment on this podcast. I mean, if you want to contact me, however, you want to contact me on social media, let me know what you want to talk about next with Playboy and ask other questions. But essentially, why Playboy? You know, I grew up, as I mentioned, I grew up loving Girls Next Door. I grew up loving Playboy. I grew up wanting to be this woman who could inspire others and help others feel beautiful in their own skin. Like, I've always just wanted to be that person who can give other women confidence, who can help other women succeed and love themselves and have that confidence and have that love and have that support and have that dream come true. And choosing Playboy was a no-brainer for me. Like, it was a no-brainer. When my boyfriend found out that they were looking for bunnies and I applied and I got in, I was totally shook. And I think that it changed my life in a really good way because I finally am at my best weight, my best, you know, mental state, my best photos, my best outfits, my best makeup, my best hair, my best life experiences, my best friends, my best, you know, everything. It's just, I feel like everything's coming together for a reason, and everything happens for a reason, and Playboy happened for a reason. And I'm just really grateful to the team at Playboy again. Thanks to Holly and Lauren, the HQ, and all those other people who are part of that amazing team. Thank you to all my friends from Playboy who support me. Thank you to all my supporters. And most of all, thank you to the haters and the shitty people who became Playboy bunnies, because there are people who taught me, like, you know, just because you're cream of the crop doesn't mean everyone else is. And a lot of people are going to be jealous of that. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt, be grateful, and be pushing out this positive energy. And I never talk about, like, my negative experiences to, like, bring people down or call people out. That's why I don't bring up names. But literally, if my experience can help one person, like, realize, like, oh, yeah, of course people still gonna hate you when you're a Playboy bunny. So essentially, yeah, like, my point is, like, there's always gonna be people bringing you down, and you can't let that bother you. You have to keep going. You can't let that stop you from achieving your dreams, and you have to keep going. And like I just was saying, I think it cut me off, but I was just saying, like, yeah, like, you could be a Playboy bunny and someone tells you, like, oh, I don't like you, I don't think you're good, you know? Okay, there's always gonna be people who tell you that. But at the end of the day, you have to focus on yourself, and you have to focus on your goals. And, like, whether that's Recording Academy, whether that's Playboy, whether that's my day job with helping my mom, whether that's my content online, whether that's, you know, my branding, whether that's my merch, anything, people are always gonna have something to say, and there's always gonna be some drama. So you can't worry about this type of situations. Like, you always are gonna have some roadblock and some problem and some issue. I don't know why people have this reaction, but people always have this reaction. And there's always going to be someone who's upset with you, and there's always going to be someone who has a problem with you, and you have to be yourself for real. Be yourself, be bubbly, be gorgeous, be yourself. You know, you don't need anyone to teach you how to be yourself. You can just be yourself and love yourself. You don't need permission. You don't need access to other people's networks. You don't need the you know, I just said permission, the acceptance of society. Just be yourself. Just be yourself, and the rest will come. And, you know, when I look at my Playboy, I see so much great stuff that is, like, helping other women love themselves and be confident in themselves and showing off their curves, showing off their body, showing off their personality, and showing off really, like, what they're into, you know, cosplaying their favorite characters, dressing as a bunny, you know, wearing the clothes they love, being yourself, and giving that image to your fans and your friends and your family, and being yourself. And anyone who supports you is not going to doubt you. So don't ever question doing what you love and doing what you need to do, because it will always work out for you. It will always work out for you. Be yourself, focus on yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself. Obviously surround yourself with great people as well, but that's not just going to come overnight. It's just not going to happen. You got to focus on you and what is happening with your life. I think that's the best advice I can give. it was an honor to talk about Playboy on the show. I'd love to do another episode about Playboy. You know, with Playboy, I have so much fun. I feel so sexy. I feel so happy. I feel so in love. I feel so successful. I mean, it just brings me so much joy to do what I do and be in this position that I'm in. And I'm really lucky to have all of you guys in my life here and be out here doing what I want to do. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm a fucking Playboy bunny. I've been a Playboy bunny for more than half a year now, and I look forward to everything to come with Playboy and with my brand. And I'm really just blessed to be in the position that I'm in. And if you guys ever have any questions, I always help people for free. My DMs are always open 24/7. I'm Arw West Official on Spotify, on Apple, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook, Insta, wherever you want, you can find me. Wherever there's like content, you'll find me. So look up Amanda Rome West, look up playboy.com/Amanda Rome West. I hope this episode could help inspire you guys, and I hope that this could help you feel motivated to go after your goals and do your own thing and not worry about what other people think. And it's a really big lesson to learn in life, is to be yourself and not let others mess with you or have a problem with it, you know? Oh my God. I'm just really just reflecting on everything. Just reflect on everything. I'm literally on my computer on the show, like looking through some photos right now, and it's like, it's really crazy when you're, I don't know, like I feel like I'm just droning on and on, but like when you're in a position where people love you, you just feel this refreshment when you see photos of yourself and when you see all the work you've done to bring people to your circle. And I'm just really grateful, and I love you guys so much. I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait to start season 3. It's literally episode 97, so episode 47 out of 50 for this season, season 2. And I just can't wait for everything to come, and I'm looking forward to being able to supply you guys with more great content and more love, more life, just being yourself and not worrying about what other people think and focusing on you. So I hope that could inspire you guys, and I hope that could bring you guys some light into your life. And I'm literally just going on and on, so I'll let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day or whatever it is right now for you. And I hope that I could just give you a little bit of insight into what my life is like. So love you guys, and bye. All right, that's the podcast. I hope you love it. You can go listen to the edited version on Spotify or Apple, Arw Raw. And yeah, I hope you loved it. I'm about to order some Chinese food. My mom's out with patients schmoozing and whatever the fuck. So I'm just going to chill, and I'm just going to hang out. I'm exhausted. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I hope you could get a lot of insight from this podcast. Again, like, no hate to anyone, only love to people. I only talk about my experiences so everyone can know. And, you know, Playboy's been the best thing that ever happened to me. So I hope that you guys can sign up for Playboy if you're interested, or that you can, you know, subscribe to my page if you just want to watch and check my stuff out. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.